Hello everyone, and welcome to the Canals report coverage of the IEM Katowice 2019 Major. The tournament started with the new Challengers stage, which ran from the 13th to the 17th of February and featured some of the best teams in the world fighting it out to qualify for the next phase of the tournament. In the very first match of the tournament, fnatic suffered an unexpected loss to ViCi on Overpass. Early on, Advent completed a 4K with a 1v2 clutch to keep fnatic from winning their second round.
HE now would be absolutely perfect. Molotov has seen Brolan and dispatched him, but his element of surprise is no longer on the table. Now Twist can try and shimmy his way into a better position, but Advent's going to 1v2 clutch, and again fnatic have been sent reeling.
Crims did well individually, but couldn't quite allow his team to keep up with Advent and Joking, who earned their team their 15th round in spectacular fashion.
Brings out a little bit wider. fnatic still holding on, just barely. Flashbang going to help out, but it's a 2-on-3.
Shao King doing his absolute best to keep them in this round somehow. Takes out JW2, 30 seconds left, and it's that man once again, Crims. Nade bounces off his head, and ViCi Gaming have 6 match points.
The map closed soon after that, 16-9 in favor of ViCi. Afterwards, Avangar faced off against the Renegades on Train. They kept it respectably close at the half with a 9-6 scoreline, but couldn't get anything started afterwards on CT, and the map ended 16-8 for Renegades. Following that, Cloud9 faced Grayhound on Mirage. Grayhound had an appreciable performance against the American team, keeping it close at the half, but in the second pistol round, Rush got a quick 4K before the round ended with a knife fight in the smoke.
Just a smoke to play with in the hands of Rush.
Now he does have Zelsis and Flusha far back coming to join up with him to help out. Rush is going to be the tip of the spear, but actually, look at that. Oh, they don't expect the angle. A triple kill, a quick one for Rush. And again, more Cloud9 magic as he retakes the bomb site.
That is absolutely disgusting. Not a single point of health lost for him either. And now it's up to Urcast to try and return the favor, but Rush is on for 4. He's on for the ace. Dexter is trying desperately to stay alive in the smoke. Going to take his knife out and just swipe. It's not going to happen. Kiyoshima is going to bayonet him against the wall, and Cloud9 successfully retake.
Grayhound couldn't get a break from Kiyoshima, who averaged 1 kill and over 100 damage per round over the course of the map and helped C9 end it 16-11 with a precise 3K at mid.
Get to the next round. Pop flash towards top mid. Keo, he wanted that kill. He's going to get the follow-up. I think he knows there's a second player there. I think he realizes that wasn't the initial player that he saw. Follow-up flashbang as well at Keo. He loves this fight, and he's winning them all. Kiyoshima, 3 kills at top mid. Cloud9 a huge advantage to take this map 16-11.
The next match was TYLOO versus Vitality on Inferno. The first half was back and forth, with Summer clutching round 7 after Bemtek got denied on a long flank.
All the way behind him, they have no idea. Gets the gun out, Alex realized it. He looked to Banana, knew the timing was off, found the kill as well, and oh, line up though, Summer again! Again he clutches it back, this time with 3, all as he was solo and the bomb was ticking.
TYLOO got out to an 8-5 lead after that, but NBK denied their momentum with an ace on B.
Rotation, but it's a little bit too late. NBK has to frag hard.
Certainly has so far, 2 through the edge of the smoke. In fact, Vinted calling out as he was retreating. Apex, we can see the fact that they've crossed over. Goes a little bit late with his spray through the smoke, but NBK will play off that. Through he goes indeed. He finds both as he turns back. Bomb gets planted, so money enough, but they'll get the defuse.
The first half ended 8-7, but Vitality crumbled in the second half and let TYLOO get to match point before winning their first and last round in the half, after which TYLOO closed it 16-8. Next was Ence versus Spirit on Nuke. The round count remained reasonably close for the duration of the map, but Spirit seemed to struggle with turning first kill advantages into round wins, perhaps because of a disappointing performance from Dima, and the map ended 16-10 in favor of Ence. The following match was between G2 and Vega Squadron on Cash, where Vega Squadron kept it remarkably close despite getting 29 fewer kills as a team than G2. G2 did manage to edge Vega out though, with Kenny S picking up a 3K in round 27 with a sliver of health left.
They're going to have to come out and face Kenny at some point, and he's going to look to deliver. There's the first frag spinning around, gets the second. Oh, and picks up the third as well. G2 take the lead off the back of Kenny's beautiful play with the AK-47.
Plays like that got G2 the rounds they needed to win, and the map ended 16-14. After that came FURIA versus NIP on Mirage, where NIP completely denied FURIA any chance they had to build an economy during the first half, ending it with a 12-3 advantage, and quickly closed it out in the second, ending the map 16-6. Winstrike and NRG were next on the schedule, and they met on Nuke, where Winstrike kept it admirably close through the first half, even managing an 8-7 advantage, but NRG pulled themselves together over halftime and nearly shut Winstrike out afterwards with a 9-1 round count to end the map 16-9. The next day 1 match was Vega Squadron and Spirit on Mirage, where Vega Squadron confirmed their propensity for close games with another 16-14 nail-biter, this time in their favor. Afterwards, Vitality faced off against Grayhound on Nuke, where the teams traded incredibly dominant 13-2 halves on CT to bring the match to overtime. Vitality edged out the victory in the end, though, winning overtime 4-2 and the map 19-17. Next was fnatic vs Winstrike on Train, where Winstrike started with an unexpected and very strong performance on CT, winning the first half 13-2. fnatic tried to get themselves together after the half and strung together 7 rounds in a row on their CT side, but they couldn't shut out Winstrike forever, and they ended the map 16-11, delivering fnatic their second upset of the day. Following that, Avangar and FURIA fought on Mirage, where Jaime continued to prove his skills as an AWPer, outfragging everyone else on the server and letting Avangar edge out a 16-14 victory over the Brazilian team. Next, Cloud9 and TYLOO met on Overpass, and it wasn't even competitive. Cloud9 walked into a blender, losing round after round in situations they should have won on paper, even delivering Excurate an ace from a disadvantageous position on A-bomb.
Terrible position if they start going wide. There's no one to support him. He finds one and now escapes through the smoke. Oh, and another one! It's collateral! It's a massacre!
TYLOO ended the first half 12-3 and didn't let C9 pick up a single round in the second half. The match ended 16-3 in what was the most one-sided game of the tournament so far. After that, Ence and G2 faced off on Overpass, where the first half was yet another 13-2 in favor of Ence. G2 couldn't turn it around in the second half, and Ence ended the map 16-6. Nearing the end of the day 1 matches, NRG fought ViCi on Overpass. ViCi couldn't keep up with NRG's strategies or fragging power and lost 16-6 without ever being able to take 2 rounds in a row. The final match of day 1 was Renegades vs NIP on Mirage, and it was well fought. Early on into the map, NIP was forced into a full eco, which they actually managed to win. They spun that into an advantage for the rest of the half, which ended 8-7 for the Ninjas. Renegades pulled back ahead after the half, though, thanks in part to AZR, who ended the match not only with the most frags on the server, but also tied for the least deaths. The second half went 5-9 in favor of the Renegades, which ended the map 16-13. The next match was Vitality vs Vega Squadron on Overpass. While Vega Squadron was able to keep things close with G2 and Spirit, both of those games coming down to the 30th rounds, their match against Vitality was anything but close. Vitality won in 17 rounds, absolutely crushing Vega and sending them into the 2-loss bracket. The next match was G2 vs Avangar on Overpass, where Avangar got off to a strong start on their T side, taking 11 rounds to G2's 4 and never even coming close to having their economy reset, always managing to save at least 1 player on the rounds they lost. Things went fairly even after the half, but even wasn't good enough for G2 to come back from such a large rounds deficit, and the map ended 16-10 for Avangar. The next match, the second to last match in the best of ones, was NIP vs Winstrike on Train, which was Winstrike's second time playing the map in the group stage. Winstrike continued to demonstrate extreme proficiency on their CT side play on Train, only losing 3 rounds in the first half. NIP couldn't take advantage of Winstrike's relatively weaker T side enough to bring things back in the second half, though, and the map closed 16-6 for Winstrike. The last best of one match was Cloud9 vs ViCi on Inferno, which quickly started to look bad for Cloud9 as they got off to an early rounds deficit, with Advent picking up a 3k with a CZ and a Molotov on B to deepen the hole.
Strong. Alman and Advent stand between them and this B plant. And the Molotov plus smoke can be tossed out. Flashbang alongside it. Here comes the CZ ripping through. 3 is Advent. 1 with the Molotov, 2 with his sidearm.
The rest of the map continued in that fashion, and ViCi became the second Chinese team to upset C9 in the group stages, taking the map 16-6 and sending Cloud9 into the 2-loss bracket. Flusha seemed like the only member of C9 who could get anything started, while all of his teammates had somewhere between very and extremely negative KD totals. That was the end of the best of ones, and that's also going to be the end of this episode. The Major is a very big tournament, so we're going to be splitting the first stage up into a couple of videos, the next of which should either already be out or will be out later today. So if you want, you can click through to the next one right now, and we'll see you in the next video.